Hi everyone, my name is Emma. I am currently chilling outside on a Sunday night and just wanted to go over how to mala knot your beads. I teach classes locally. I also make malas and sell them online, but I just wanted to show my technique for how to do this. And look at me, I'm already unwinding my stuff, but let me just start off and show you everything that you're going to need. So you're going to need one sheet of, I'm using silk cord, but you can use another polyester cord. This one's made by Bead. I got it at Michael's. You're going to need some different beads. So I have some in here, but if you're making a traditional mala, you're going to want 108. And then I have a bunch here. So I would say you'll need probably between 3 to 4 strands of beads to make 108. Now you're also going to need a guru bead, and that bead is in the middle, and that's your bigger bead. So it can really be anything. I like to use charms, and that's generally what I do. I'm not going to show you the mala all the way through because it takes me about 2 hours to make from start to finish, but I am going to show you how to get started and how to tie it off at the end once you've finished. And I'll show you a little bit along the way. I'm not going to record the whole thing because I don't have enough storage for that on my phone. So you're going to take your cord here and unravel it all the way. Now this is 2 meters, this is 6.5 feet, so this is plenty of space for your mala. I'm using 6mm beads. However, if you're using 8mm beads, I'm not sure how those would work on this size cord, so you may need a little extra. The reason I really like these types of cord that's already on the card is that it has this needle right here. If you can see that, there's a needle here. It makes it really easy to string on your stuff. I have to move my incense. It's very buggy out here. So I put some incense on. Actually, I have 2 going because I think I've already been bit like 10 times. All right, so you're gonna take your string and then you're gonna leave, I would say probably about this much, which would be 4 or 5 inches at the end. That's how you tie it off. Like that's one of the pieces that you use to tie it off when you're done. And then you just knot. So there's the knot that I just did there. And then you can start stringing your beads on. So what I do is I go in groups of 10. So I'll load 10 beads on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So your cord's going to be pretty long. So this is them once they're all on. I am right-handed, so I prefer to hold all of my beads and do the work in my right hand, and I use my left hand to do some of the other stuff. Oh my goodness, there's another mosquito. It's pretty bad out here. Okay, I'm gonna spray a little bit more bug spray. All right, I moved the incense so that hopefully that would help. So as I was saying, you're going to have, let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing better. So you're going to have the beads in your right hand if you're right-handed, and in the left you're going to have the rest of your cord. So if you're left-handed, I believe you would do this the opposite way. I'm not left-handed, so I haven't done that, but then I guess you would be doing it this way instead. So since I'm right-handed, I'm going to show you the right-handed way. So you'll stick one bead and like stay with one bead right here, and you will make just like an overhand knot. So as if you're just making a regular knot, which I believe is a square knot, you're gonna make a loop. So let me try to make that loop a little bit bigger so you can see it. So we have this giant loop right here. Now you're gonna stick the tweezers, because you're also gonna need tweezers for this. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. You're gonna stick the tweezers in between that loop, and then hold on to right above where that bead is. And so you're just holding on to the string. You've pulled the tweezers through, holding on to the string, you've pulled them through the loop. Then you're gonna pull the string, and that's going to create your knot, and it's gonna place it where you want it. So basically wherever you put your tweezers on the string, that's where it's gonna go. So if you put it up here, it's gonna put it here. If you put it here, it's gonna put it here. So that's why it's really important that you get it super close to the bead. So I actually forgot, I'm also gonna be using spacers. I love using spacers personally. It doesn't really complicate it too much more, but personally I like the aesthetic of them. And my favorite is gold, but you can use gold, rose gold, silver, really anything your heart desires. The stones that I'm using right now are the Amazonite stone. That is good for your heart chakra. It's one of those heart opening stones. There's my dog. Barking away as always. So I'm putting on 3 spacers, but you can put on as many as you want. You don't have to make the necklace the same way I make it. You can do your own pattern. Really, you are the boss here and you're in charge. So you get to choose. So once this goes on again, I'll show you that technique again. So I'm gonna put my tweezers down just momentarily. We're gonna create that knot. So I bring that knot over my finger, and then I take the bottom part with all the beads through. So that creates the initial loop. Then again, I bring those tweezers, the pliers, well, they're more like tweezers. I bring them through, and I hold on to that initial strand. Then we pull and make it nice and tight, and then let go. As long as you have the pliers right by your stone here, it shouldn't slip up. Sometimes I've had these issues where a little bit extra string somehow gets caught in that knot, so then when you let go, it places it like slightly above. So it is good to pull it tight, but I would also give a little bit of caution, because sometimes you might need to pull your knot apart if you place it in the wrong area. Especially in the beginning, as you're just getting used to knotting, I would say that would be a good piece of advice. So I'm gonna load up, I guess, 6 more. Hey guys, I'm back. So I wanted to point out, if you are using the spacer beads, you can knot in between these, but it's not necessary. So sometimes I'll not, sometimes I won't, just depending on what I'm doing. But I did not knot these because of the spacers. Really in between the spacers, you really don't need that. You could knot, and I have sometimes, like I said, sometimes I'll knot between these. Right now I don't feel like that's necessary, but I may. I'll go along and kind of see what I want to do. All right, everyone, so I've been working on this offline, and as you can see, oh no, I messed up. I missed a bead there. Okay, well, that sucks. This one will be mine, but I'm working on the rest of the beads. Just wanted to give you an update. Okay guys, so this is how far I've gotten. It has been about an hour since I started. Maybe a little bit more, honestly. Probably more than that. Anyways, I'm gonna make my last knot at the top here. I think my neighbor's kids are having a birthday party or something. That's what's going on in the background. So again, we have that loop, and then we take our pliers, stick them through that loop, take a hold on that string, and just pull. And so then we have our knot. Okay, that didn't exactly land exactly where I wanted it. Okay, so I put in that last knot. I'm recording a video. And we're going to tie this into a knot. Alright, so now your piece should look like this. You have two sides, one with a lot more string and one that is shorter, the one that we started with. What you're going to do is you're going to tie it into a knot. It's just like you're tying your shoes. So we start here and then we'll double knot that. I like to try to get it more in the middle. Like as you can see here, it's slid. Because I like my pieces to be well balanced on each side. So I'm going to undo this knot because I prefer it not to look like that. And we'll redo that again. So you could even use the whatchamacallit here, the tweezers, to hold that knot in place. Because you have your first tie here. It's like a little hard to do a knot after that, but I'm sure you will figure out a way to do it, just as I am doing here. And this is when I wish I had a third set of hands. Yeah, this is not working how I thought it would. Let me undo that. Ignore what I said. So, okay, so I have it tied there. I tend to reinforce my knots with super glue. So that's what I have right here. Everything that I'm using in this video is going to be posted in the description. So I will post a link to just all the essentials that you need. And I'm going to let that dry for a moment on the tab. So I'm just going to hang it on my box and let that dry. So then what I'm using for the guru bead is this charm and this other charm. So we have a chakra charm and a gemstone charm. I'm not sure if you could see that. It looks like this. So I will put that on. I'm gonna put the super glue away into my little maker box. And you're gonna need pliers to work with the charms. Another option of what you can do is you could use like an actual bigger bead to place in the middle, and usually it hangs down. Sometimes people put tassels on their malas. It just kind of depends on, you know, what your style is. So you'll need 2 pairs of pliers. Once you have them, you're going to hold on to each side of the jump ring, which is this circular piece here. Then you'll bend in opposite directions to open that jump ring. Sorry, it's like so hard to see and it's getting dark out. I didn't realize it would be dark this soon. But anyways, it's open right now. So we'll put this down. We're gonna put it onto our piece. So we have our piece here. I think I'm going to make a couple knots and cut this off because this is obviously too much excess. So that's what I will do right now with my 2 pieces here. Again, if you have an idea of where you want that placement to be with the knot, you can literally use your tweezers for that. Right now I'm just doing kind of a random spot, and then based on where that ends up, I will put the additional and base it on that. So I'm going to, you can see this here, I'm going to line up where this knot is and recreate the same knot on the other side. So again, you will need your pliers for this. And so you'll take the side that was already done, line them up, then you'll take your pliers and hold on to that area where you actually want to put the knot. And I'm going to drop the pliers for now, but my fingernail is currently where I want that to go. I'm going to create that loop. Once I have that loop, I know I want it around here because that's where my fingernail was. So I'm going to take the pliers through that loop, grabbing onto the area and pull down, and then double check. It's a little too low, so that's no problem. I can go back in and correct that. Again, this is why, you know, we don't make our knots too tight initially, because we might want to redo it. Okay. And so, I can never get this out again. we're gonna line that up again. Creating the loop. Goodness, even I'm having trouble seeing. I hope you guys can see okay on there. Again, take the pliers through that loop that you created. And then let's take the opposite and see, yeah, it went too low. So we'll pull it up. And then we'll see, almost there. We'll go a little bit more up. Okay, now that's too up. Sometimes this happens. Alright. That's too far. We are almost there. Almost there. Perfect. And now we let go. And as you can see, if I can ever get them to show, they're practically matched up right now. All right. Then we're gonna finally take our cute little guru here. We're gonna, oh my goodness, I just dropped it. Okay, I am back and I did find the things. Just where did I put them? So we have our jump ring, that little charm that I'm putting on the chakra charm. Make sure you grab hold of this wherever you're going with it. And then we're gonna take it and put it through that middle part. So if you can see here, it's in the middle. Then I'm gonna take the opposite plier and just put it back into place. So that jump ring is no longer open. And now it hangs freely. That makes sense. And now there is a lot of excess material here, so we're going to cut that off. Perfect. Okay. So we're cutting off the ends. Okay. And now you have your necklace. If you put super glue on it, I would let it dry. If not, you can wear it right away. But either way, I hope this video made sense, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do teach classes on how to make malas. If you're local to Pennsylvania, in Chester County, that is where I'm based. So, I hope to see you back on my channel very soon. Hopefully this video was helpful to understand how to knot your malas. And if you would like to have a mala making party or anything along those lines, just reach out to me at Moonstone Hippie. Go to www.moonstonehippie.com/malas. All right, thank you. Bye.